Sound like a broken record, but it works.
Oh boy, big fly to left. Take a good look.
What is it about baseball that gets your heart pounding? Is it the crack of the bat on a 100-mile-per-hour fastball? Is it a gravity-defying catch that steals a home run and saves the game? Or is it that one moment, bases loaded, bottom of the ninth, where a hero is made with a single swing? Well, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Baseball Extra, the channel where we break down the most electrifying moments in the game. Today, we have a collection of plays so incredible you'll need to see them to believe them. We're talking about jaw-dropping power, logic-defying glove work, and ice-in-the-veins moments of pure pressure. Stick around, because you are not going to want to miss a single second of this. Let's kick things off with what everyone loves to see, the long ball. There's no feeling quite like watching a player connect perfectly and send a baseball into orbit. We're not just talking about home runs. We're talking about massive home runs that change the entire momentum of a game. First up, let's head to Cleveland, where Tyler Freeman decided to make a statement. The Guardians are in a tight spot. The pressure is on, and Freeman steps up to the plate. The pitch comes in, and, pause for effect, boom, big fly to left field. The announcer said it best. Take a good look, you won't see it for long. That ball was absolutely crushed. But let's talk about what makes this special here at Baseball Extra. It's not just a home run. It's the timing and that epic bat flip. That wasn't just a swing. That was an exclamation point. Freeman knew it was gone the second it left his bat, and he gave the fans a little something extra to remember. But the power displayed doesn't stop there. Let's travel over to Wrigley Field, a place that's seen its fair share of history. Jack Sawinski of the Pirates steps into the box in the top of the ninth inning. The game is on the line. The pitcher unleashes a blazing 101-mile-per-hour fastball. For most hitters, that's an impossible pitch to catch up to. But Jack Sawinski isn't most hitters. Cannonball coming. He takes that blistering heat and sends it the other way, out of the park. An opposite field home run on a pitch that fast is one of the most difficult feats in sports. That is pure, unadulterated power and skill. It's a perfect example of how the game can turn on a single pitch. Now, let's check in on a Minnesota Twins slugger, Byron Buxton. Buxton has a reputation for being one of the most electric players in the game when he's healthy. In this at-bat, he faces Chris Paddock. The first pitch of the game was a single. This time, he wasn't planning on stopping at first base. He didn't miss that one, did he? A high-hanging changeup right over the plate, and Buxton made him pay. He drove that ball deep into the seats to give the Twins the lead. That's a classic example of a pitcher making a mistake and a great hitter taking full advantage. It's a chess match, and in this round, Buxton was a grandmaster. We're seeing some absolute bombs, but let's not forget about the young guns. Down in the minors, Denzel Clark for the Athletics showed us his raw power. The A's are already rolling, but Clark wanted to put the game completely out of reach. Gone. A 7-run lead, just like that. That swing is as smooth as butter. It's moments like these that get fans excited about the future of their team. Here at Baseball Extra, we love seeing young talent make their mark. And how about the veterans? Marcus Semien of the Rangers, a true professional, steps to the plate. He's not just swinging for the fences. He's swinging for a milestone. And there it is, his 50th home run of the year. But more importantly, that swing also marks his 800th career RBI. What an incredible achievement for a player who has been a model of consistency for years. It's a reminder that every swing can be a part of history. Congratulations to Marcus Semien. Finally, let's talk about a man who is simply on another level, Jose Ramirez. The man is a machine. He'd already hit one homer in the game. You think the pitcher would learn not to give him anything good to hit, right? Wrong. Drilled to right field, his second of the night, 25th on the year, and it puts Cleveland back in front. That is the definition of a clutch player. When the team needs him most, Jose Ramirez delivers. It's what separates the good players from the legends. These are the massive home runs we live to see. All right, power is fun, but let me ask you something. What's more exciting, a 450-foot home run, or a catch that robs that very same home run? Here at Baseball Extra, we believe defense wins championships, and we've got some of the most amazing defensive plays you will ever see. Let's start in center field, where dreams go to die. Robert Hassel III is patrolling the outfield. A ball is launched deep to center, It's heading for the seats 410 feet away. It looks like a surefire home run, but Hassel had other ideas. Oh my goodness. He goes over the wall and pulls it back. An absolute robbery. Look at that again. He times his jump perfectly, reaches over, and snags it right before it disappears. That isn't just a great catch. That's a game saver. The batter is in disbelief. The crowd is stunned, and Robert Hassel III is a hero. That is an all-time highlight reel play. But what if I told you we saw a catch that might be even more unbelievable? Let's go to John Lewell. This play, well, you just have to see it for yourself. It's hit out into the alley, a tough spot for any outfielder. Did he? Did he just catch that between his knees? Let's run that back. He's diving. The ball pops out of his glove, but he has the presence of mind to clamp his legs together and secure the ball between his knees before it hits the ground. I have been watching baseball my entire life, and I have never, ever seen anything like that. The announcer called it the catch of the decade, and honestly, he might be right. That is pure athletic instinct. Speed can make all the difference in the outfield. And when you talk about game-changing speed, you have to talk about Victor Scott. A ball is sliced into the gap, and it looks like a guaranteed extra base hit. But watch the jump Scott gets on this ball. He ran forever to get to that. The metrics on that play must be off the charts. It's one thing to be fast, but it's another thing to get a perfect read off the bat. That jump is what made the play happen. He covers an insane amount of ground to make a spectacular catch look almost routine. That's what separates the great defenders. And we can't forget about Fernando Tatis Jr. out in right field. He's known for his bat, but his defense is just as electrifying. A ball is slicing away from him, a notoriously difficult play for any outfielder. Full extension. He lays out completely, parallel to the ground, to make the grab. That ball is hooking away from him the entire time, but he tracks it perfectly and makes an incredible diving catch. These are the amazing defensive plays that don't always show up in the box score, but are absolutely critical to winning games. What a collection of web gems. Welcome back to Baseball Extra. We've seen incredible power and unbelievable defense. But now, it's time for the moments that define careers. The ninth inning. The game on the line. This is where legends are born. We're about to witness some of the most clutch hits of the season. Let's start with the Chicago White Sox. Carlson Montgomery is at the plate. His team is down, but they have a chance to take the lead. The pitch is delivered. Hammered into right field. One run scores. They're waving the second runner home. And he's safe. A two-run single, and just like that, the Sox take their first lead of the night. That is a pressure-packed at-bat, and Montgomery comes through with a line drive that finds the grass. It's not a home run, but it's just as beautiful. It's a game winner. Now, let's talk about one of the most anticipated rookies in years, Jackson Holliday of the Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles are looking for their first walk-off win of the year. The stage is set. Can the rookie deliver? It's a fair ball down the line. It's into the corner. The runner from second is coming all the way around to score. Jackson Holliday, the rookie, walks it off for the Orioles. You can see the excitement on his face and the joy in the dugout. These are the moments you dream about as a kid, and Holliday is living it. What a fantastic piece of hitting to go the other way and win the game. From one coast to another, let's head to Anaheim. The Angels and Dodgers are locked in a tight game, bottom of the 10th inning. Tie game, winning run at third. Joe Adell steps up. The pressure couldn't be higher. A high chopper. It's over the third baseman's head and into left field. The Angels win. They walk it off against their rivals. It wasn't the prettiest hit you'll ever see, but it doesn't matter how it looks. It only matters that it got the job done. Adell puts the ball in play and finds a hole. That's a textbook example of a clutch hit. Sometimes, the moment calls for more than just a single. Let's go to Fenway Park. Jacob Marcy, another rookie, is in a left-on-left matchup in the top of the ninth with the game tied. This is a tough spot for any hitter, let alone a rookie. He drills it down the line towards Pesky's pole, and it's gone. A two-run home run. The rookie goes opposite field in Boston to give his team the lead in the ninth. Are you kidding me? That is unbelievable. To have the poise and power to do that in such a high-leverage situation is a sign of a truly special player. Finally, let's stay in Boston. Bottom of the ninth, tie game, bases loaded. Trevor Story is at the plate. The infield and outfield are playing in, cutting down the angles. A ground ball could be a double play. A strikeout ends the threat. It's all on Story's shoulders. Ground ball, base hit. Red Sox win. It's magic. They walk it off again. He didn't try to do too much. He just found a hole right back up the middle and let the speed of the runner do the rest. That's the definition of a professional hitter. These are the moments that make baseball the greatest game in the world, and these clutch hits will be remembered all season long. Welcome back to the final segment here on Baseball Extra. We've seen power, defense, and drama. Now, we're going to witness history. These are the moments that etch a player's name into the record books forever. Let's go to New York, where Pete Alonso, the polar bear, stood on the verge of greatness. For years, the New York Mets' all-time home run record was held by the legendary Darryl Strawberry. But records are made to be broken. Pete Alonso stepped to the plate with a chance to stand alone, and he drives one to deep right center field. It's out of here. Pete Alonso stands alone. With that swing, he became the most prolific home run hitter in New York Mets history. 253 home runs. Look at that smile. That is the look of a man who has achieved a dream. He will forever be a part of Mets royalty. What a moment for him, for the fans, and for the organization. And while we're in New York, let's talk about another player making a name for himself. The Yankees' Ben Rice. With all the focus on superstars like Aaron Judge, the Yankees needed someone else to step up in a big spot. Down in the game, Rice comes to the plate with runners on. A no doubt shot from Ben Rice. This game has flipped. The Yankees take the lead. He was ready for that sinker and hit an absolute laser, 108 miles per hour off the bat. That is a statement home run. It shows that in a lineup full of stars, anyone can be the hero on any given night. History isn't just about home runs. Let's look at Cal Raleigh, the Seattle Mariners catcher. He is on a historic pace for home runs from the catcher position. Every long ball he hits puts him in more elite company. Left field, no doubter. Second deck, that is pure, raw power from a catcher. Only one catcher in the history of the game has hit more home runs in a single season. Cal Raleigh is not just having a great year. He's having a historically significant year, and every time he steps up, he's chasing greatness. And finally, let's witness a grand finale. Miguel Andujar of the Cincinnati Reds comes up with the bases loaded. A grand slam is one of the most exciting plays in baseball, and Andujar delivered. On the track, at the wall, grand slam. The deadline deal delivers a backbreaker. He got a slider that just hung over the plate, and he did not miss it. That swing cleared the bases and blew the game wide open. It's a moment of pure power and triumph. It's what makes this game so unpredictable and so incredibly fun to watch. And that's a wrap. What a ride it's been. We saw massive home runs that seemed to defy gravity, amazing defensive plays that saved games, and clutch hits that created heroes. From record-breaking swings to walk-off winners, this is what makes baseball the greatest sport on earth. Every game, every pitch, holds the possibility of witnessing something truly unforgettable. Here at Baseball Extra, our mission is to bring you these incredible moments and break them down for you, the true fans of the game. We hope you enjoyed this journey through some of the best plays of the season. If you loved the video and want to see more content just like this, do us a huge favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Baseball Extra and ring that notification bell. That way, you'll never miss another episode filled with unbelievable baseball action. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.